Hi Valentin.
Hello.
Can you represent yourself and your company?
Yes, I'm Valentinas from Interneto vizija, which is the leading hosting company in Lithuania, and I'm project manager responsible for two brands for the global market, Time4OPS and Hostens.
Can you a little bit explain maybe yourself, your company in Lithuania and your company in the world? So maybe I just start a little bit. Lithuania is about 200,000 domain names.
Yes.
And with.lt, and more than half of them are managed on your servers, as I know.
Yes, yes. We manage more than half, about 60% of .lt domains, and about 60% of hosting websites, web hosting of those domains also is with us.
As I know, your main company, Serveriai.lt, it's like servers.lt. It's like leading shared hosting company.
Yes, yes. There are hundreds, thousands of websites on those shared servers of ours.
And your other brand is dedikuoti.lt. It's like dedicated.lt, and so it's like for VPS and.
Yes, dedikuoti.lt is for VPS hosting. We also have dizaineriai.lt, which is our used site builder.
Mm-hmm.
We also have sertifikatai.lt, which is for SSL certificates.
And as you know, Rackspace is your related company?
Not Rackspace, but Rackray.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Rackray is our how to say, our secondary company, which is responsible for managing data center and
as I know, sales in Russia, in
yes,
Europe, and
yes, it is also it's selling his colocation servers on the global scale in
just
Europe.
Maybe data center and everything that's related.
Yes,
to
yes, yes.
And your maybe brand that you are responsible is.
Yes, my brand, which I'm responsible for, is Hostens. I started developing it 1 year ago. It's quite a new brand, and it is oriented to sell those services, shared hosting, VPS, SSL certificates domains to the global market.
Since your servers are in Lithuania, yes?
Yes, we have servers here in Lithuania, the main servers with shared hosting and VPS, but we are also selling shared hosting in Singapore and USA.
So your servers also located in USA?
Yes, yes, we have a couple locations. People who like cute things, who doesn't know much about hosting, and we can take care for them and make their dream come true, to host their website and have everything working for them. So
other brands are maybe for geeks, I call it. This brand is like for end customers who are not dedicated in hosting.
Yes, yes, yes.
And just maybe your opinion, it's not maybe clear statistics, but in Lithuania people prefer .lt domain, as I know, yes?
Yes, yes. For Lithuanians, their national TLD is .lt, so they prefer it. And
just a little bit explain Lithuanian specifics for global market. For example, maybe some questions. For example, do Lithuanians like 24 support?
How to say?
Maybe only work, maybe only working hours.
The Lithuanians, the majority of Lithuanians don't sit through the night developing their websites. Only smaller part of them who works for as a developers. They can work through the night, but they do not require support. So the majority of Lithuanians who is somehow related to hosting and buys services hosting require support during working hours. So we are providing support from 8:30 to 22 o'clock. And as we noticed, it's the optimal time. And after that time, there are only a couple of requests of support, and they can wait.
There are two types of companies. I talked to one big company that said working hour it's really enough. If I talk to the same big company in the same country, they said, oh, we have big country, we need to like cover many time zones, we have 24/7. So it's only like a point of view, so just asking your point of view.
Yes. Lithuania is a small country. We have only one time zone, so working hours for our customers is excellent.
So as we are your customers, as remember you sometimes make some updates, or maybe your like physical server updates or software updates, you doing it at night. So it means like you have like 24/7 maybe for your hardware, technical,
yes.
But
we have
customers.
technical support and monitoring our technical hardware 24/7. But for customers, we provide only working hours support.
And for me, it's clear, of course, but for everybody outside, Lithuanian people prefer Lithuanian support.
Yes. The younger people which don't have the language barrier, they can use the services from with another language, for example English. But the customers which have the language barrier, they prefer Lithuanian support because it's simpler for them and they understand everything.
And about a little bit brand, how you maybe win the market, that's maybe very important. Maybe people are not interested exactly in Lithuania, they interested in your case to scale this case in their country. For example, Serveriai.lt, as I know, or iv.lt. Yeah, so you won the market, as I know, with like good domain price, with good hosting price, and my opinion, you was first who eliminate paperwork. As for example, we had earlier companies like Valentinas and other telecoms, and they always need to sign agreements. And my opinion, you was first who came with a smaller price and said, people forget papers.
Yes. In fact, this was the case at the start of iv.lt, Interneto, vizija. We offered the services at a very low price compared to our competitors.
Can you explain the price about?
We started, I guess, for 1 liters. So it's like 1/3 of euro for a month. That's really cheap. And also it was easy for people to order our services, and that what lead us to our success, because people don't want to write something, they want hosting service here and now. Yes,
they put 4 euros to their account and have hosting for 1 year, so they ever pay can make with SMS. I just say that it's really cheap. And the other brand, dedikuoti.lt, that we're really fan of that brand. It's like dedicated servers, VPS servers for people. And I visit really many countries, and I see many hosting companies who would like to offer me their VPSs. And we really use we use also Amazon, Google Cloud, and OVH, but I can always send your webpage to them and say, if you can offer me just the same prices, let's talk about that. And your prices with dedicated servers or VPS is really best over the Europe. I never ever see smaller price than you, and you are really a champions here. And when I send your webpage to any guys from any country who would like to offer me their services or servers, and I never get back response from them. Typically, normal price in Europe is 3-5 times more than Lithuania, so we are really champions here.
We are proud of that we can offer cheap prices, but we do not cut on quality of our services, and people can get good quality and low price at the same time. And for that reason, 5 years ago, we started offering services, VPS services for Europe under brand Time for VPS. And this brand starting to grow and take good speeds and at selling.
Do you feel any competitors, like global competitors, like hosting Europe, GoDaddy, I don't know, Endurance Group or Lithuania?
For Lithuanian market, we do not feel such competence because most of those companies do not offer support for in Lithuanian, and it is quite difficult for people who do not understand English to order services, to manage their services, to get all the billings, accountants, and everything in one place. But younger people, yes, they start to think about other providers. They start to compare prices, services, and it mainly depends on the physical location of the services and their targeted group. If they are targeting their website for I don't know, America, they will choose one provider in America, and if they are targeted for Lithuania, they go with local provider.
And do local people evaluate speed? Lithuania is #1 in the world in internet speed, as I know, inside country.
Yes.
But do Lithuanians prefer Lithuanian hosting, or they can also have several servers in Germany, in Amsterdam, or do people evaluate like local speed?
Yes, because the speed relates on the distance between points. So every time Lithuanian provider will beat for speed in Lithuanian market.
Okay, so speed will be always better. And for example, we are located in Klaipėda. It's 300 kilometers to Vilnius, and also there are Poland that is, I don't know, 300-400 kilometers from Vilnius. I don't know if the speed in Lithuania is faster than go to Borcov.
It depends on the points the internet has to go through, but I think it will be faster to go to Vilnius from Klaipėda.
Okay. And about payment methods. What kind of payment methods Lithuanian prefer? It's bank transfers?
The #1 payment method is bank link payments, when you just press the link and go to your bank account and only have to fill your...
Bank link, it's like an aggregator for all local banks. It's about 10 local banks, so bank link is like one aggregator for all bank transfers.
Yes. Okay. So this is #1 payment method. The second most popular payment method would be credit cards, because lots of people in Lithuania use credit cards, and we are noticing I myself don't use cash anymore.
Okay.
I always pay with my credit card because it's simpler. And
PayPal, as I know.
PayPal,
as we pay with PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal is probably number 3 for the payments.
No cash for payments.
No cash, but we also accept Bitcoin payments in Lithuania. And we noticed that some customers prefer to pay in Bitcoins.
Bitcoins or other cryptocurrencies? Only Bitcoins right now.
We accept Bitcoins and Bitcoin Cash in Lithuania. So
is it fully legal, like to get these Bitcoins?
Yes, it depends on the payment gateway. It can be difficult to accept Bitcoins, but there are processors who transfers you the euros, and you don't have to keep the Bitcoins, the cryptocurrency.
As I talk to many people about Bitcoin, so typically they are legal, but all banks and payment systems said that they will stop or work with you as at the same moment as they see any as you try to work with Bitcoin, something like that. So they like fully blocked, and as I understood, central bank they motivate as they know to use Bitcoins, and at the same way like block it because it's uncontrollable thing.
Yes.
But if you get euros instead of Bitcoins, I think it's like quite stable, and you just get one more payment method.
Yeah.
And are these big brands like, I don't know, Wix, I don't know, GoDaddy advertising in Lithuania? So
me myself haven't seen any ads of GoDaddy or Wix.
Maybe they just buy ads for whole, I don't know, this part of Europe, and maybe sometimes we can see that.
Probably 1 or 2 times at YouTube I saw that advertise of Wix, but only just one one couple times.
Do Lithuanians prefer website builders?
At the moment, website builders don't take such huge part, but we see the growing preferability of website builders because they make building a website much easier. For that, we have our tool dizaineriai.lt, and our customers mainly use it as a temporary website before they get some professional design or website. But at the same time, those website builders like Wix, like Shopify, like Site.pro or any other is gaining a bigger part in web hosting, and I think it will be preferred method of having your website in future.
As I see that some of your web pages are quite old. For example, like dizaineriai.lt, serveriai.lt, dedikuoti.lt. So you work on a good quality, good price, and just forget about like face. But websites are quite clear, quite understandable. They just not maybe responsive or something like that. And some brand like your one brand, so it's like fashionable, really you put care of the design, of visibility, everything. But some brands just old websites, good price, and you still like leader the market. So it's like your strategy, or you do not have enough time to work with everything.
We get this question a lot. It is very hard to change the websites which customers got used to. Those websites are very clear. Users don't have to look for anything, they just know where it is. But at the moment we are working on renewing our main website, iv.lt, Serveriai.lt, and it takes a long time to accomplish this new thing and change the way people was used to see you. So,
can you explain a little bit several know-hows, or maybe one know-how of your company, for example, that have you and nobody else have this functionality? Or
well, one thing iv does is provides support in Lithuanian language for the longest period of the day. So that's one of the keys to.
Not about iv, but about your maybe group. For example, dedikuoti.lt, they now provide VPS price very clear and understandable, and you can launch VPS in several minutes. Yeah.
Yes. No such specific recipe. We just like to experiment a lot. We experiment a lot with our newest brands, Time for VPS, Hostens. We try to find that key point to offering great services and getting us known. But if we have found it, we would be the biggest in the world, I think.
Okay, it's just from my customer point of view, and I really recommend it to many hosting companies. You have very clear understanding of VPS, and person can choose VPS, and person can also create his own VPS. Of course, you have less limitations like Google, but person can start with, I don't know, $4-10 per month, or for $20 per month. It depends on that, and he can get bigger VPS, then maybe add more memory, and he can do it very clear and very easy. And with other providers, typically we need what is your price, how we can we make a bigger server without restarting it, and so a lot of things. So from our client view, I think that with dedicated servers, maybe you win here that you just provide clear things that maybe some companies do not provide their price online. They say, please contact me to get my price.
Yeah, customers can easily upgrade, downgrade their servers. It doesn't need to restart the server. They just go up or down as the customer wants.
Or can you maybe maybe share your biggest fail, for example, if you have it?
The fails was many. One of the biggest fails in company history was 3 years ago when we launched our first data center. It was a huge opening, all the servers running. We have press released in Lithuania, and then everything went quiet because our data center lost internet connection for 2 hours. It was first stress test for every team member, and after 2 hours it was fixed as it was a human error. And everything went online back online.
And maybe can you share maybe your most powerful advertisement like ad, for example, story?
For Lithuania, there were quite any, but for global market, last year we had Halloween promo, which was the first of this kind, when we offered 50% discounts for all our VPSs, and we had I don't know, like 400-500 of coupons that the users could use, and it all was used in a couple of hours. So probably this was the best advertising campaign.
Do you use any affiliate models to sell to customers, or other customers can sell to their customers?
Yes, we offer both. We offer affiliate program in all our brands, where users can refer their friends and get up to 50% of the money back to their bonus, which can be spent on their services. Also,
does it work?
Yes. We have customers which doesn't pay anything for his services, have like 50 servers, and only lives on those referred customers to us, and that's it. Also, in Time for Requests project, we offer a reseller program with VHMS module, where users can turn it on in their VHMS billing system and resell our services.
And just as I know, Wix has office here in Lithuania. And they were several times, maybe one time on their event here in Lithuania. Other events I was in other countries. And my just question to you: what is your opinion? Just opinion. How many domains Wix manage in Lithuania? And just for Lithuanian market, I don't know about globally. Just your opinion as like market leader. So there are 200,000 LT domains. There are public statistics, but they are not, as you know, registrar, so not at that list. They do not buy maybe LT directly, so maybe not that list, but it should be not more than maybe several thousands or several hundreds.
Probably yes. Couple thousands domains.
Maximum, maybe dozens. Okay. Maybe you do have something to add, or maybe do you have some funny story to talk? If nothing else.
Probably not. I don't know. Probably not.
Okay, and just would like to say that you have very good brand, and it was on your website. And it's like for people who sitting at home, like with babies, wives, and they think that this brand is really good for them. So it's like everybody, for geeks, so this brand is really, but website design is very
for
fun.
Casual users.
For casual users, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bye.